Hey everybody, welcome to a very crazy, insanely long video. I have zero idea how long this is going to take. Hopefully, I can do it in under 2 hours. We'll see. There's a couple reasons why I'm making this video. One, I feel like there's going to be a number of you who are curious about my history of my musical projects that I've worked on. Some of you might not care, and that's okay. This is primarily something for me to go back on years from now and kind of see a collected history up to this point, because it has been almost 15 years since I released my very first piece of music online. There was stuff way prior to that, and we'll talk about that in a minute, but I've released a lot of music somehow over the years, and I know a lot of you only really know about Refiner. Maybe you know about Robe Nation. Those are my two kind of current projects. There's a lot before this. A lot of it was my main project called Beyond Vision, and I kind of erased like the social media presence of that became Refiner. Like I just kind of repurposed those pages. So yeah, we got a lot of history to cover. It starts off with some extreme cringe. I haven't listened to this stuff really in years, a lot of time. So I want to kind of do like a sort of like a reaction, but you can listen along with me. We might not listen to full songs. We'll see how that goes. I think Beyond Vision we will. We'll just see how this goes. This is really just a fun ride if you're curious about my terrible music and kind of molding into how I've shaped up to Refiner in this day. This is videos for you. And like I said, this will be like a time capsule. I can go back and see everything I've done all in one place up until this point. The other reason I'm doing this video is that hopefully on the day that this video releases, if I can get it out in time, will be April 21st. April 21st, 2025 is the 10-year anniversary of my record, my first ever CD, which I don't know why I didn't grab it. I will be right back. So here it is. This is my album War Cry. This was from 2015, April 21st, 2015. It was an absolute dream come true. Maybe I can find my Instagram photo I had years ago of opening up the box when it came. I have this many copies still out of 100. So I did manage to sell quite a few. It appears to be 5 unopened copies and 4 opened copies. And we'll do a little bit more of a dive on that later. Yeah, I think we'll be doing a giveaway soon, contest post at some point. It won't be in this video, but I'll be doing a giveaway, and we'll get rid of most of these copies. I'm going to keep a few just so that I have them, but if you really like what you hear, most of the stuff is available online that you can just go get it for free. However, if you are like a CD collector and you're a really big fan for whatever reason of this record when we listen to it, let me know in the comments. We'll see what we can do. Okay. Technically, I think it is still available to purchase the CD from the Bandcamp page, but all that being said, this is just something fun and it's going to be long, so strap in. It's already been an insanely long intro. Okay. We're going to kick it off. May 16th and May 17th, respectively. We got 2 dates of 2010, almost 15 years ago. I was uploading music on a website called Newgrounds, as you can see right here. I had 2 songs under a project called... My profile was Christian Rock Live, which at the time was my old YouTube channel. It got banned, and so it does not exist anymore. But Life After Death, I really wish I could find the artwork I had done for it. I had this old white and gray camo hoodie that I would wear. Yeah, it was just a cool pattern. somebody took a picture, or I got my brother. Somebody took a picture of me from behind, so you could just see the hoodie from behind, and LAD, like all big letters with periods in between, as an abbreviated form of life after death. So it was a lad. Um, I don't know why I thought that was cool. This is electronic music, so that it does explain a bit. It's definitely not a metal name, by what I would do for that. But yeah, so Life After Death, the first song I released was Meltdown. The second song was called Restless. These are the only two songs on here. Yeah, we'll take a listen to the track here, and then I'll go into the comment after. It's so funny. Okay, so here we go. This is the very first song I ever released online, called Meltdown. Oh, it's so bad. Oh, and then there's this weird off-key piano part. It's like terrible drum and bass. Somehow this is going to be the most replayed part of the entire video, is just how this terrible song. I'm going to get canceled for making terrible music. All right. I can't take any more of that. There is stuff like this later on that's better. Still not amazing, but better. And maybe at some point that is something I might return to, doing kind of electronic stuff. I don't generally listen to electronic dancey type music a lot, but I do enjoy creating it. Yeah, so I have made songs in Music Maker 15, but this was my first one that I made in FL Studio 9, which was probably a pirated copy at the time. I now use FL Studio 2024, which, if I'm not mistaken, unless they just changed it, it was not long ago. It was FL Studio 21 that I was using. So 21, 22, it might be just 24 now. But yeah, I've been basically using FL Studio all these years. Definitely times where I just took a massive break and didn't really do anything. But I got to know the program a bit, and this was my final result. My solo band is called Life After Death. I'm a new Christian act, but so far haven't made many songs involving lyrics. I'm currently writing lyrics for the new songs, and I'm going to make new music. Not only is this my first song from FL Studio, this is the first song I've uploaded onto Newgrounds. Please rate, and keep in mind this is my first song, because I could not handle criticism. I was so upset by this first comment because I had no idea. Like, this shows you how bad this was. So, Being Glass. Actually, I wonder if he has. Let's see if he has anything. Okay, so he hasn't done much in a long time, but he's 37, so he's, a little bit older than me. He wrote, "Welcome to Newgrounds. Hey, if you need lessons with FL9, I am actually an electronic music teacher that specializes in the program. Your track needs a lot of mastering work. Hit me up with a PM if you're interested, and good luck to you, man." That is actually so nice and kind, and giving it a 3 stars. Like, that's like very generous of this person. I was so mad when I saw that, because I didn't understand what he meant. Your track needs a lot of mastering work, which, I mean, that's not even how I would put it. It needs a lot of mixing and mastering, just overall production. I had no concept. I thought mixing was purely volume levels. like when you have your separate tracks in a mixing board and it's just a volume. I thought that's all mixing was. I had no concept of what it took to do this kind of stuff. That being said, I mean, it is listenable from a production standpoint, but it's not great. But yikes. So that was the very first thing. Let me know if you got through that. We're going to go to the second one now, and that is called Restless. Now, the one thing I miss was Newgrounds used to have it used to have like an audio visualizer, kind of like those old school Windows Media Player ones, where just kind of do like lights and stuff, but it would react to the songs. There used to be some on here that were really funny. Like there was these like cartoon animated cows that would just be like bobbing their heads to it. And I remember I wish I could get that back, like to show the clip for these songs, because I remember that being just so funny. All right, let's do this. This is Restless by Life After Death. It's just like this super simple repeating chord progression. Oh yeah, this one with the cows bobbing up and down. It was so good. Oh. It gets better, trust me. Like, this is the beginning. It gets way better, but it takes a while. You will also get to hear like my first screams, and they're painful. Oh. Oh, this is so bad. Why? Okay. Oh, what's this part? I think that was supposed to be electric guitar. And this was supposed to be a rock part. Because this was right around the time that I was kind of making my transition from rock into metal, so I was actually more of like a metalhead, or like just about to be, and I was like really into hard rock. Oh, those are bad, so bad. So yeah, if you wanna listen to those more for whatever reason, newgrounds.com, and you can search Christian Rock Live, Life After Death, Restless and Meltdown, because those are going to be hidden for the remainder of this, for the rest of my life. They're so bad. Okay, so next up I have the preview for upcoming music from Beyond Vision in 2013. Yeah, this was the very first thing. Okay, so moving on to 2013, I don't know what happened in between there. I might have made some other stuff that just never saw the light of day, like I never put it out and got lost to time on an old laptop or something. In 2013, this is July 31st, 2013, I released this video on the For The Rock channel. At the time, I believe it was just Christopher Adam or Adam Design and Media or something like that. It was like a channel that I was sharing music to. I had looking for these videos, I have like a bunch of unlisted privated videos that were like local music scene concert footage and stuff, and I privated a lot of this stuff when I changed this channel over to be For The Rock in like 2020. So there's some stuff that nobody can see, but I think that most of these videos are still visible that we're going to watch, but they're definitely way back, like early videos on the channel. So this is a preview of upcoming music, and it was basically just an intro track to what would become the first EP. And actually, this is my Bandcamp page for Beyond Vision. This still exists. You can still get it. It's like everything's free, I'm pretty sure. My very first EP in 2013 was called He Is All. And you'll see that track at some point in the near future here. But this was just kind of like a demo thing. Like, looking back, it's not great, but it kind of still has that electronic root, but this is trying to be a rock / metal project, and we get further into metal once we get to the album point. But 2013, summer of 2013, this was the first preview, and I believe I end up titling this song Mercury and then intro. So this was the intro track. Oh yeah, there's the Mercury art. I still like this, honestly. It's chill. It's kind of a nice intro track, but it's a little long. It's like 2 minutes 19 seconds. And I feel like I would have changed where that went, but it was supposed to be very spacey. I think this initially was going to be a like space EP where you had a song for each of the planets in our solar system. Like, that was the idea. That never really came to fruition, because there is Mercury and Mars and Neptune were the three that we end up getting on the record. And the giant bass drop I thought was so cool. Oh, okay, and then this goes into, okay, this is cool. So this is the second track. It's not the full thing. It's called Creation. I always kind of like this one, honestly. I had a friend make fun of it because he's like, it sounds like a machine gun going off, like how quick the snare hits are. I'm like, people play that fast in metal. Like, what are you talking about? I was pretty proud of these visuals at the time, making this video. And that synth, I like that synth sound, like, just the way it hits. But yeah, so that was essentially the first two tracks of the EP. That was Mercury and Creation. I believe Creation, see, we got a much fuller mix. Let's hear some of this here. I was still learning mixing and stuff, but this does sound a lot better than that preview did on YouTube. Here, the bass is still way off the low end. Oh yeah, that's right. See, it's just kind of like an epic space song. There's no vocals. Okay, we'll go ahead here. This kind of repeats a lot of that. Yeah, and then the fade out intro. Okay, so also to note, none of that was guitar. I'm pretty sure that was like a guitar VST instrument, so it was all MIDI. And that kind of leads up into Refiner. But so yeah, that was summer 2013. This one was August of 2013 with my friend Kyle at the time. He would kind of like help record stuff every once in a while because he just wanted to make music, and so he was a drummer primarily. So this demo, he actually recorded the guitar because I think he was learning guitar and he was learning to do like riffs and stuff, which I really was not good at. Like, I could just do power chords and nothing super crazy. So this was just a demo. This actually literally never, There is a demo hidden on the EP, but this demo, there's this video from August 9th of 2013, and it's just fun. It's called Rockin' Smokin' Sweet. Has nothing to do with smoking. It was just, I think what, like, he's like, yeah, this is like, it's so like rockin' and smoking sweet. We just decided to call it something like that. I don't know exactly what was said, but it was just a dumb name. And so, again, production is terrible, but I do remember this gets groove in here. Yeah, just a rough rock demo. I think these are my very first screams that I recorded. That's crazy. Yeah, so that was just a demo that doesn't really exist other than that video. That one actually might be privated. I'm not sure. Then here we go. This is the first official song. We got a lyric video. This was actually footage taken from the area. Like, I recorded all this footage, animated the lyrics sort of on here. It's very colorful and weird. It's called He Is All, and this is what the EP ended up being titled. There is another version of this that's on the record that's way better, and like, it's the same song, and we'll listen to it later, but yeah, this was very early.
He is joy. He is peace.
It's like a
That's my God.
very rough vocals, like screaming. I didn't know how to scream.
It's all I need. He is above all things. He has set me free. And he is my king.
There's part of me that still likes the song, even though, like, it's definitely needed a lot of work. But there's something special about this time, I guess, just the simplicity, like doing this purely for worship, purely for fun.
My Lord. Savior.
Well, it's very airy, like whispery almost.
My Lord.
Again, I didn't know how to mix properly.
He will never leave.
I still don't really, but
He will always be. He was and is and still to come. Alpha.
I remember spending so long animating those lyrics like that.
He's still to come. Back down. He will never leave. My God. My Lord.
This part's cool.
Father. Master. You are everything. He is all.
Oh, what's this little message here? Okay, that just kind of gives a little information about it. But yeah, so really not that great. The next version of it that makes it onto the record is way better, but it's still rough. But okay, so I don't have, I guess here we got previews. We can listen to, oh, the Rockin' Smokin' Sweet demo is, what? But here I have it, Heavy Worship. Okay, I messed something up here. We'll see. But so just instead of going through the full songs here, we'll just listen to these previews, and then we'll move on from this. But so this is Mars. It's like dubstep rock stuff. I don't know. It's kind of weird. I was pretty proud of the way I programmed the wubs. Okay, so I had the Rockin' Smokin' Sweet thing on here. Okay, he is all instrumental. Don't really need to listen to that. It's just the same song. And this is Neptune. See, this sounds really close to what Life After Death was. I think this was a Life After Death song that I just repurposed. Like, I never released it. Sounds like the same drums and everything. This part was cool. Oh, more dubstep. See, there's some kind of there's something there. There's something there. It's not great, but hold on. Yeah, and then this is the heavy worship demo. This became my first music video later on. But this is the really rough demo. Again, mixing, production, terrible. This is actually me playing the guitar. This is my first metalcore stuff that I ever did. This was now shaping into what I really wanted this project to become. This is like a heavy worship, metalcore. Just a couple off notes there. And basically everything up to this point was all MIDI. I guess the Rockin' Smokin' Sweet guitar wasn't. That was done by Kyle. This was me playing that guitar. But yeah, everything else is MIDI. Okay, so that was the He Is All EP. I really wish I could find it. I do have one printed copy. Like, I made like one of those very thin cases, custom printed cover and everything. Like, I have a physical copy of this EP. I think that was the only one in existence, or I made 3 and I gave one to my mom and one to my grandma. So something like that. It's either a 1 of 1 or a 1 of 3, and I still have it. But that did release November 26th of 2013. So that was just a fun time. I guess at the last minute I swapped out Rockin' Smokin' Sweet for the heavy worship demo because that was so new. But yeah, fun time, very classic. Now this is a demo intro track. I was really into this kind of low key, like everything was kind of slow and chill, ambient, and this was a track. This was filmed with Kyle's brother Darcy. He was kind of my model in the video. Like, I just filmed it. We were staying up. I think this was filmed at 1 a.m. or something like that. We just walked down the road, and I filmed him in the street lights, and we made it black and white. And this was a demo that I had called "You Are, I Am." And it's funny, I've heard other people use this kind of, use those lyrics at some point, but this was, right, so this was actually released December 31st of 2013. We must have recorded it like a day or two before that. I remember putting this video together, and this was supposed to come out in 2014, never did, but this is that. Just very like low bass kind of synthy stuff. It is kind of cool, just the simplicity of it. Like, I kind of want to bring some of this type of style to Refiner a bit more. I guess I would liken this more to like Hands, Give Me Rest. Like, just, it's kind of heavy, but not like this isn't heavy, but just kind of having that quiet chill, but also screaming and stuff. Like, make it heavy. So yeah, super chill demo that was supposed to turn into like a full song that would build up from there, but never happened. It is a cool piece of history, I think, for my previous work. Anyway, so next up, when did this come out? February 13th of 2014. Okay, so this was, I filmed this on like a road trip back. My parents came to visit me. We had moved out a couple years prior to that, and then we were going back to Saskatchewan to visit with them, and like right after Christmas. So I filmed all this footage on the trip from British Columbia to Saskatchewan, and I ended up writing this song while I was out there. I think, like, the lyrics, and then I released this in February 13th. So yeah, I think, yeah, so this one again. Okay, so actually, before we get into this one, I was working towards a full-length album that would become my Warcry album, and it was just taking so long, and I really wanted to get something out. So I actually ended up putting out in November 25th, 2014. So after this next song, I put out an EP called Fire Is Coming. It basically is just half of the album, but it features a slightly rougher mix. Like, I was starting to learn a bit more about mixing. This was very rough around the edges. I thought the artwork was kind of cool. This was when I'd been fiddling with Photoshop for a few years at this point, and yeah, I was pretty stoked with this. I made that logo, and this was one of my kind of first digital art pieces. And yeah, this song is called The King Is Coming. Oh, hold on. Okay. So I initially called it The King Is Coming, but it changed into Fire Is Coming, which is the title track for the EP. This is also one that got reworked for the album, and what would become my first music video. So we'll quickly check this out. This is the super rough version. I think it is actually, it's different on here. This was actual guitar work and screaming on the final EP version, which is still not the final version. And this is just pre-done. This was kind of more of a demo, but I was releasing this as a single at the time. And yeah, this was a cool lyric video, but it's kind of cringe at the same time. It was a step up from the He Is All. Again, keeping the space theme with the planet. A lot of the artwork was like that. I think this was a VST guitar. Took a sample from the Bible television series at the time. John the Baptist. Again, early screams. I have a funny clip of my dad headbanging to this, but
The Lord himself will descend from heaven with a cry of command, with the voice of an archangel, and with the sound of the trumpet of God.
it's a terrible mix, but there was something here. This was the bones of it, you know. Definitely a demo. This is so much better in the next version. Trust me, trust me.
We who are alive will be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord. Then we who are alive will be
Oh, sorry, this isn't Fire is Coming. This Into His Glory. That's what I changed it to. From this part. But I did re-record this and made it a lot better.
He's coming soon.
This is kind of ahead of the trend. A 2-minute song in 2013. This would take off on TikTok nowadays. Yeah, so that was early 2014. Again, rough demo. Before I show you Warcry, let's just hear this is the updated track. Actually, you know what? We'll come back to that when we go through Warcry, because we'll do a full dive on that when we hit that, which is actually next. Okay, so here we go. This is my Bandcamp page. Wow, I put $10 US. Oh, which is $13.91 plus $10 US for shipping to Canada. So I did update those prices at some point, and I put, did you want the album opened and signed? And you could hit no signature or signature, because I was signing them at the time. But it's kind of a little bit of the preview of the layout on the inside. A very old photo of me. Some photography that I had done, which is cool. Long thank you page about all the bands and my friends at the time. And yeah, this was a special time. But yeah, so leading up to this, I have some credits here. So my friend Tim wrote some melody and like composed a kind of piano and synth on one song on track 6. And then a friend from online, his name was Chad Taylor, he wrote the drums and the main melody composed for this track. Track number 12, which is Way Truth Life. And track 13, guitar composed and performed by Kyle Page, which is called White Flags. So there's a lot to go in with this record. And let's start with, I kind of laid out some of the videos here in order of what these tracks are early on in the record, just so we can watch the visual for the ones that had a visual. And so this is Warcry teaser trailer for the album. This is the intro track. It's called Prepare for Battle, which is not in the title of the video. But this was just kind of the epic intro track. That was cool.
Raise the war cry, you nations.
And I think what you'll notice is it sounds
Listen,
way better than anything that had come
prepare for
previously.
battle and be shattered. Prepare for battle and be shattered. Devise your strategy, but it will be thwarted.
Again, this is now me playing guitar.
Your plan, but it will not stand.
Super simple. Not saying I'm proud of it, but
God is with us.
pretty much everything from this point that has electric guitar is me playing electric guitar.
Prepare for battle and be shattered.
I love that snare roll.
Prepare for battle and be shattered. Prepare for battle and be shattered.
That's a good sounding snare. I forget what I was using.
For battle and be shattered.
Prepare for battle and be shattered. That was my little teaser. And then we go into the first full metalcore song that I released, like the first full thing that was like legit with guitar. I was so proud when I made this instrumental. I was so stoked on it because I was headlong into loving metal for years now, and this was kind of the dream, but by today's standards, it's still not great. But here we go. This is Warcry. Now we did get a slightly better mix on the record, but it's close enough. The scream is terrible by today's standards for me, but interesting lyrics.
Not be shaken from the Lord's army. I will never be taken. Brothers and sisters, this is our time to rise. This is our time to shine. To hold our ground.
Kind of cringy, but
we are gonna hold back the enemy. In our lives and for our world, we cannot make excuses any longer. It's now or never. Stand together. Do not break because it's do or die. This is my war cry. I will stand guard for these walls. They shall never fall. I know I've heard the call.
I haven't improved that much from singing, but
Defeat them all. When I'm weary, you are my way.
alright, this breakdown coming up is my first legit breakdown.
There for me when it's
I know it still slaps. Let's go.
when it's dark, you light my path. For the Lord, God Almighty, has blessed us with our lives. We should owe him so greatly, but his son was sacrificed for us. Father, I will stand with you forever. No matter the circumstance, I will spread your tail to the masses. I can't
I still like that. I was so happy when I somehow recorded that. I think there's one more breakdown here, and there's a cool synth line. Dark, you light my path. That scream, I like that too. Oh, and I love how I zoomed in through the sea here to the wolf. There's just little elements that I was so happy with back then, but yeah, so it was a different time. There's so much nostalgia here for me, but this is now, like I said, we're checking out the 10th. This is the 10th anniversary of my record. It was 14 tracks for whatever reason. I was just like, I gotta get everything on there. How long was it? Does it say the final? Yeah, it was like 40 minutes, I want to say. But so this is just a quick preview here. So the front cover, I actually got this commissioned by I think I put it. Yeah, Aaron Bartling, who used to go by Narrow Path Designs. He had actually done some Christian metal projects. And it's like, I had no money, and I hit him up, and I was just like, hey man, like, how much do you charge? And normally, and by most standards, hand drawing stuff like this, it was like, normally he would do like $150, $200 or whatever. I'm like, I have $50. Like, what could you do? So he kind of roughly sketched out the hand with the sword and the flames, and there wasn't much in the way of texture on the dirt in the bottom. So I went into Photoshop afterwards, and I actually mostly colored the thing. I think the handle was blue from what he sent, and there was shading on the hand and a bit in the flame, like the color. But I went in and I added this like tan textured background. It was just white before. There's no texture on the dirt, so I added that in. And then I ended up photoshopping the sword and everything out to make this kind of backdrop. And what would eventually become the inside layout was all like photography and stuff from me. So he did an amazing job. This image has been around in my life for so long, like, because it was a vision that I had like way prior to making this record, like probably back before Fire's Coming came out, like the EP. But yeah, in the booklet, so we got the back page of the booklet, and it says the lyrics to the song that we just listened to, When I'm Weary, you are my rest. When I go astray, you are there for me. When it's dark, you light my path. And this is just some random photography of a cliffside that I was at. But it is nice. You got a full lyric sheet for all the songs, and some old photography, which is kind of cool to see still. Got scripture references, got the full credits. This was the first time I had ever done like a layout of anything, and I've only ever done a couple, but I am excited to do one for my upcoming Refiner EP on Rottweiler. I've been waiting literally 10 years to do another one like this, so I'm really excited for that. Have my massive thank you list and my old photo. Oh man, where have the years gone? And yeah, so that's just a little look at that. Like I said, I have 5 unopened copies, and I still use the same signature, but it's kind of terrible looking on it. Okay, these open ones, I have a couple that were signed from literally, I think I signed these back in like 2018 stuff, because I was actually giving these out at youth group when I was a youth leader at my old church. And so yeah, that is that. So the next song, this is actually He Is All from that first one, but this is a totally re-recorded version vocally, and I think I reworked all the instruments and everything, and in my opinion this is a much superior version. But there was something cool about that older version that just, it had a different take on it in a lot of ways. Also, I tried something different. So there's no lyrics, but it's a white background. I was so proud of doing this. It's like a totally different thing. Normally you got the black bars. I just did white bars because, I made everything inverted. So all this video footage, it kind of looks like an alien world. We were out on a boat off the coast of our island, and I just filmed a bunch of footage and just inverted everything.
His love, His joy,
I'm pretty sure even the clean vocal parts are re-recorded, but listen to the scream, way better. Again, I could probably do way better than that nowadays, but it was an improvement. Also, I added some electric guitar in there. Kind of some like lead part. Just single notes. Again, I've never been a great guitarist. I try to layer it, make it work, but I didn't even know recording like multiple layers for guitar. Like that wasn't a thing either. Okay, we're gonna skip ahead.
My God, my Lord, Father, Master, you are everything. He is all.
Oh yeah, here we go. So this was actually, see, I was supposed to do a debut full-length album releasing in fall of 2014, and that was going to be the initial cover art. And obviously things turned out differently, and it was a whole, I guess, early summer, late spring of 2015 by the time it actually came out. But that's when I released the Fire's Coming. So that video is a little older than the rest of this stuff, but okay. Now the ultimate cringe. My very first music video that I ever made. Fire is Coming. This is that holy worship demo, or heavy worship demo, that I had on the He Is All EP. Turned into a real song, me playing guitar. I had Kyle fill in. Kyle filmed it, and he did the drums in the video, like just these little drum parts. This is up on the channel if you want to go see it in full HD. And we had some lights set up at our church to make it strobe. This is November 24th of 2014 that I released this. There's still a part of this that I like. It does sound nice and full. So that was the thing. There was no bass on this entire record at all. No bass guitar. I think I cranked the low ends on the guitar recordings and added the bass like somehow where I could. Some of it's synth bass every once in a while, but
You are so deserving of everything. And we do not give you our all.
my lovely guitar technique that I have not improved much on.
Help me become the man that you have called me to be. Lord, I ask you to rain down your holy fire on me. Fire.
I actually really like how a lot of the vocals are balanced, and like some of the mixing's not bad. I think it's just not EQ'd right, but
Rain your holy fire
doesn't sound terrible
on this
actually.
entire generation.
And as you can tell by the lyrics, very Pentecostal. I grew up. That transition I always liked. I grew up very Pentecostal, and at this point, this was into young adulthood. This is all I'd ever known, and not that there's anything really wrong. I just probably wouldn't write like this anymore. And for those of you wondering, like, I go to a Baptist church now, but I'm not Reformed. Oh yeah, the broken cymbal. This was back when my dad, I was a little bit heavier. And my dad would say, "You don't look like a metalhead." Which I don't. I definitely didn't then. I had some nice thick hair at the time, man. It disappeared. Whew. That was my first guitar. It was a Jackson. I sold that one a long time ago. There's still part of the song. I enjoy this old stuff. I do listen to this album every couple of years or so. And it was a very worshipful album, worshipful time. Like, that's just what I was naturally writing, was worship. The actual quality of the guitar, though, was pretty... But yeah, that was my very first video. Thank you, Kyle, for helping film that. Yeah, I think it did... Let's just double check here. So that ended up being track 9. Yeah, not too different. I think it did get mastered slightly different at the end, but yeah, that wasn't terrible. So here we'll go to the last video that I had from this record. There was a trailer and a oh, we watched the trailer, but there was like an actual like preview video where it had all the different tracks and that had some cool footage in it. But this was the last like video that I did officially. And this one is the one that was written by Chad Taylor. He did a lot of the synth parts from like an old demo he had put it, and he gave me all the MIDI files and I worked it into this. I do record guitar later on, but it's almost like primarily just metal drums with piano and synth. It's a spoken word track. Oh man, this still sounds so sick. I was so happy with how this one came out. Oh, here's the guitar. Just the way the synths layer in this part, I've always loved. These were some sick sounds that I had at the time. Thank you for being here. We're over like an hour into this video pretty much. There's still a long way to go.
He created us in his own image. He loves us with unconditional love. No one in this life will offer the same. He died for us that we can be free. But all we do is just turn and flee. We do not deserve this amazing gift, yet he offered it selflessly. Surely this man was the Son of God. Don't let his death have been in vain. Please don't. Please don't just turn and walk away. There is more to this life than money and temporary pleasure. Jesus is the way and the truth and the life. He's life's greatest treasure.
There we go. I think I just finished the album art. September 20th of 2014 was when I released this video. Oh wow, so yeah, it was still a while until I actually released the album. April of 2015, so this was still like 8 months away. But I had that artwork for a while. Man, I love how some of this it just swells in. Like, there's some really cool elements to this still. But yeah, Chad did a super sick job. He had just this, it was just like a 8-bit MIDI track or something like that on his SoundCloud. Super rough. It was just like a fun little demo. He would just toss up fun things, and I loved that part so much that I asked if I could use it, and he had the MIDI still, so he just sent me the MIDI files and I reworked it. Totally different sounds, but I love how that one came out. Okay, so let's just quickly skim through the rest of the album. Some highlights here. Every Knee and Tongue, this was cool. This was throwback to the old electronic stuff, but it is mixed with metal. Like, this is even more metal than the last one at times. You can tell by some of the way the drums were written and stuff, very electronic-y. I'm pretty sure this gets metal. It's very funky. I think this is it. Oh, not quite. There's a little bit. I like that. Here we go. As I live, says the Lord, every knee shall bow to me, and every tongue shall confess to God. All right. I like the bass drops. I was channeling my inner For Today with the 808s. There's just a lot of creative things I wouldn't have done, I wouldn't do now. Like, I kind of miss just writing whatever. I mean, I kind of do, but I had so much time. Yeah, basically this just repeats. Oh yeah, here we go. I do scream. It's a little rough. Little rough. Okay, so that song slowly goes to an end after that. Then we got track number 5, Peace. And this, I actually recorded this on an acoustic, just like with a microphone up to it. Very simple, like strummed chords and stuff. I added some piano, some drums, but some timing issues. I don't think I recorded to a click track or anything, like a metronome, nothing. But yeah, so that's essentially that song. There's no lyrics. All right, Don't Lose Control. So this is another electronic one. I think it's almost all electronic, if I'm not mistaken. And it's an instrumental, and this is the one that my friend Tim he wrote the main chorus melody that you'll hear in a second here. All the rest of it, I think I did. But as you can see, it was definitely a weird blend of metal, rock, and electronic stuff. So this part... Oh, no, sorry, not yet. I like that. That synth is so good. Alright, here we go. This goes into the chorus and this melody Tim wrote. It holds up. It's good. I think that was an actual sample, I think. Like a sound file from I bought. Let's see, I think it just goes back in the chorus. Yeah. It kind of chills down. I added like a pan flute, I think. And that's about it. So that track, it was cool. It was fun. More Than Conquerors. Oh, this one's kind of like punky almost. I remember Kyle, I think, said that this was his favorite because it was the most normal like song. Are more than conquerors. Again, no bass. You can really hear it in this song. We will not fall down, and we cannot be broken past the point of no return. We are more than conquerors. Oh, I forgot about this one, man. And I did record all the guitar for this. I was pretty happy with that, too. It's simple, but it's... We won't fail now, and we will not fall down, and we cannot. I end this one with a big chunk of Romans 8, 37 to 39. A little more synth in here, just as a little bridge. Well, it's kind of rough, but... Alright. I think you guys will appreciate this. This kind of outro part with the scripture. That's pretty a hype. That's a hype track. I think that one holds up a bit, but okay. Freedom. This was kind of an interlude track. It was supposed to sound like a war, like a battlefield kind of. I forget how I did it. I had this weird synth thing where you could simulate like explosions going off and stuff. Oh, right. Okay. And then I actually, because Way Truth Life hasn't come on yet, but this is the kind of intro to Way Truth Life, but changed slightly. And this is almost like a stripped down, reimagined version of that song. I thought this was kind of a cool touch that it worked as an interlude. It was probably a little too long, but see, it's just a more chill version. And it's stuff like this is where I had a lot of influence from Falling Up, like how they would reimagine tracks and chill, because they're my favorite band. So, all right, we're not gonna finish that one. Fire's Coming. Yeah, we listened to that as is. Into His Glory. Okay, so this is the full version of that The King Is Coming, which was like that second lyric video I think that we watched, but this is the redone version with like actual guitar, better screaming. This one hits a bit better, but it's probably still a little rough around the edges.
Yes, let him take you home.
I might have to rework some of these sometime with Refine. I don't know.
For the Lord himself will descend from heaven with a cry of command, with the voice of an archangel, and with the sound of the trumpet of God. The dead in Christ will rise. The dead in Christ shall rise. Let him take you. Then we who are alive will be caught up together with them in the clouds.
Meet with the Lord. Then we who are alive
will be caught up together with them in the clouds. Shall reign with the Lord. Let him take you into his glory. Let him take you into his glory.
I always like this. There's little parts in here that I wouldn't be able to re-record this at all, but little lead part.
He's coming back again. He's coming back again. He's coming back again. He's coming back again. Take me into your glory. Take me into your glory.
I love that.
He's coming back again. He's coming back again.
this is where I think you could really see the difference that Another Year made, like working it out and kind of growing as a musician. And
He's coming soon, so be ready.
yeah, like it was a super simple instrumental, like, or like the guitar parts, like there's really not that much complexity going on. I'm just doing a lot of chugging and playing around with some chords and stuff, but like that versus that first version, night and day difference. Okay, Transformed. There is an audio, or just like a visualizer video for this, but this was just a purely electronic track. This was written for Beyond Vision, but I think this was my first like clean vocal song that I did. There's no screaming. He has transformed me. I feel like I spent hours on these vocals trying to get them, but now I can do it way better. Like, it's very simple. Yeah, and I remember writing that, like, oh, this next part. Oh, these lyrics. Again, I was just writing very worshipful stuff, like. I forget how I got those too. I think it was just some Transformer sample thing. And I decided to make a song based around it, I guess. Okay, hold on. Skip ahead a little here. Through the good and through the bad. And I think I faded out here, but that's Transformed. Then it goes into Way Truth Life, which we listened to. I think this is as is with the video. Nothing really changed. Okay, White Flags. Now, so this is the one that Kyle did the guitar. He composed and performed it. Also, one quick note. So the guys I've mentioned, Kyle and Tim, these two guys were actually who I started White Robe Nation with. We never did anything. We didn't record anything. I had the logo as is, that is modern day White Robe Nation. I think I made that in 2016 or something. And we were gonna do like legit play live, record, write stuff. I was still very inexperienced with like writing vocals and trying to sing and work stuff out in front of people. So like they were like two of my best friends, and I still couldn't do it. And they were jamming on the drums and the guitar, and they wrote some sick stuff. Oh, hold on. Is there? I don't know. I don't think I have. Oh, There Before Me. That was another one. Okay, we might have to take a break in a sec here and check that out. Wow, I still have some old files here. What is this? What did I record? That's the guitar I recorded everything on. Actually, no, that's not true. Later on. What is this? That's probably the best thing I've ever played. Oh, is that the breakdown? Oh. Oh wait, hold on. That's like guitar parts for an upcoming song. Wow. That's crazy. I didn't realize I still had footage from all this. I am video? I still have the video files? What? Oh my goodness. I didn't even look through this before. That's amazing. Here is the old actual video files. I still have these. What? Oh man, I just installed a new hard drive. I was gonna copy stuff away. There's some stuff I need to delete, like, but man, this is history. I might have to like
New riff.
oh man, my old messy room. Oh, was this my crazy train riff? This never became anything, but oh man, what are we witnessing?
New riff 2.
What am I playing? Okay, anyways. My goodness. 2018 EP. Oh, did I still have some lyrics in here? Out with the old EP art. Hold on. I don't even remember this. We're literally witnessing, we're discovering stuff together right now. Oh! Man, I forgot I tried to use that. Okay, that was some photography I did at like a camp one night. Anyways, that's cool. So I think I only did Moving Forward, and then that became a single. Anyways, we're not quite here yet. Sorry, I'm going ahead of where we were supposed to be. But I just wanted to see. Oh my goodness, I have some old phone voice files. Those are gonna just be whispered messes. That is another project. Okay, so I guess I don't know. I think I lost some of the stuff. Anyways, here we go. White Flags. We're almost done Warcry. We're gonna finish Warcry, and I'm gonna take a quick break and then come back. There was a video of actually working out this riff. Oh, the mixing on this one's bad. I didn't use any compression on anything, and like really not much EQing on anything. But the drums, the cymbals are way too loud. Oh yeah, that synth is cool. It's kind of like a hard rock song. have actual footage of this song, like Kyle recording that riff. We ran to you alone.
We raise our white flags. God,
This is the staple of my stuff. It's very synth driven.
we raise our white flags.
Ugh. It's crazy this came out the same year that For Today ended. Like, what?
We raise our white flags. We surrender.
Kyle did help me with the drums on this one too.
We raise our white flags.
Yeah, so that song doesn't hold up as well in my mind, but it's like, okay, and this one has a cool vibe to it. This is just very much a worship song. Very slow, ambient. My Savior, come and reign in me. I can never hit that note. All that I am. I actually really love this part. Just the ambience of the guitars and the drums.
Oh, come and let us sing to the Lord. Let us make a joyful noise to the rock of our salvation.
Lots of
Let
psalms
us
in here.
come into his presence.
Psalm 95 and then Psalm 96
Let's
after.
make a joyful noise to him with songs of praise. For the Lord is a great God and a great King above all gods. In his hand are the depths of the earth. The heights of the mountains are his also. The sea is his, for he made it, and his hands formed the dry land. Oh, come and let us worship and bow down. Let us kneel before the Lord our Maker, for he is our God, and we are the people of his pasture and the sheep of his hand. Today, if you hear his voice, do not harden your hearts. Oh, sing to the Lord a new
I did the prayer over the end
your
thing.
presence becomes tangible, and that they will have unbending faith in you. For anyone who does not know Jesus or who has not accepted him, all he wants is to love you with an unconditional love. And he wants you to love him back. All you have to do is confess with your mouth and believe in your heart that he is risen and that he loves you. For the only way to the Father is through him. This is your decision to make, but know this: no matter what you have done or how bad that you think you've screwed up, it is never too late, and you are never too far gone for his forgiveness. You just need to ask and then receive it.
So yeah, that was Warcry. That is my album. That is 10 years old. Wow. It honestly feels like a different lifetime ago. I hadn't met my now wife for another few years at least after that. But yeah, just a total different time. Now, yeah, let's see here. We got a couple more pieces just in this time frame. Okay, so Beyond Vision's not done for a little bit yet. There's a lot more to do. Oh man, this video's so long. Okay. So what I'm doing now, I'm changing the game. This isn't all one video. This video is going to be a lot longer than I thought. We are honestly maybe not even halfway or about halfway at this point. We still got some more Beyond Vision to cover. Not too much, but some stuff in between. We are going to break here, and we're going to come back in a part 2 video. Might need to be part 3 to get this all reasonably lengthed. As of filming right now, it's 1 hour and 40 minutes. Obviously I'm cutting that down, but that means this video is at least 1 hour and 15 minutes, and I think that is only going to be half. So we're going to end it here. We're going to have a part 2. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know down below what your favorite part was. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. I know there's probably not a whole lot of you that have watched the whole thing, and that is totally cool. I understand. Like I said, this is more for me down the road, but yeah, let me know if there was something in there that you really enjoyed, and maybe what your favorite songs were, and it would be cool to hear. Again, you can go check out all the stuff on beyondvision.bandcamp.com, and yeah, until next time, thank you for being here. Remember, it's Chris, not Adam. We'll be back soon with a part 2 very soon. Thank you.